morning, good afternoon, good evening, dead at night may be for you. Welcome to the Racing Statistics YouTube channel, Twitch channel, wherever you may be watching. This is the Racing Statistics family of channels apparently now. Um, this is Grash with you live. We're about 9 minutes ago before green flag, green light at end of pit lane for FP2. One big note story coming out of FP1 was basically Gabriel Borello basically crashed at 2 minutes left to go in the session. As expected, basically, uh, we are getting race control. Pink heading material must be used. Okay, thank you. Um, odd message to see. But basically, Borello crashed into the wall at turn 18. Basically was lost control of the car and it went spinning into the wall. It's just nose damage. They've actually repaired the car and he'll be ready to go for FP2 already. They've already reported that on F1 TV, so he's ready to go. We've got about air temperature 20 degrees, track temperature 37 degrees Celsius, humidity 32. So not as humid as Miami in any shape or form. Still warm. The other big thing in play here is that we are dealing with a new compound. So there's a C6 compound, so it's a step softer than for the C5. So C4 is our hard, C5 is our mediums, and our new C6 are our soft compound this weekend. Right now. Who thinks it smell heavy rain Saturday and Sunday? Not sure about that. The chance of rain, like we're getting no rain in either session today. And then the chance of rain is actually be less tomorrow, even more in on Sunday. So it's on pace to be a good weekend for F1. Less of the crazy chaos that we've had over the past few weeks. Just trying to see what you guys are talking about in chat at the moment. Thank you guys for showing up. Our shooting for Max Yuki. Hopefully, you'll make a perfect day for you and Imola. I mean, it's early. I mean, it's still early. I mean, today we'll see more representative times for quality in the race. They weren't necessarily great on track, but we kind of expected that ultimately with the Red Bull that it was a scenario where they were doing not quality scenarios, but they were working on maybe race scenarios. They were definitely testing out that new compound. So, I have a feeling that Ferrari was testing out the new compound as well. So, um, that's what makes FP1 bit muddier. Not everyone was showing what their full hand. Goal predictions are Max wins, Liam lost and score points. Franco Pino does not make it out of Q1. Look at what you guys are up to over in Twitch chat. Got several of you over in Twitch chat. Thank you. Those are over there. We're 5 minutes ago before green light running in FP2. Lewis predictions: Gasly win, only 6 finish. All big 3 drivers DNF on that week. McLaren, Red Bull, Ferrari. That's a crazy prediction. then only 6 are going to finish. You would need a what we would refer to as a big one, which is extremely rare in F1. A big one basically is when 10 or more cars are involved in a incident, and that comes from NASCAR, where they're basically bumper cars over there. Not that that's bad. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, they do what's referred to as pack racing. You get 15 cars, 3 wide, 15, 18, 20, 20 cars, 3 wide. Uh, so for them, having a big one is actually, it's quite possible and easy to do. So right now, Lewis Hamilton still has the track race record is a 1:15 in 2020, I believe. So, TJ Drastic, please, racing guard, save us from another boring carrying 1-2. Okay, a Red Bull 1-2 would be nice. Oh wait, is that too soon for you guys? What about a McLaren, Mercedes 1-2? Is that still too soon? Ooh. Nathan predicts Oscar DNF, Max win, and Williams podium. Which Williams, though? Right now, wind is 6.1 kilometers from the southeast. Our readings got a little bit higher from the southeast, 8.6 on our stream. Yuki Tsunoda dominates good poor fans. For those over in YouTube right now, if you can like and subscribe, that's a great thing to do. If you subscribe, you hit the bell, you get notifications when we go live. We go live for each session. Those of you who are over on Twitch, I mean, you just have to be, um, just like the channel, follow the channel, you'll get notifications. Okay, double podium. That is definitely delusional. One I can give you. Two, that's complete delusion. I mean, that would be an incredible weekend for Williams. And we're right now waiting. We're about under a minute to go before P2 starts. I'll predict Haas double podium and rain-soaked Imola GP. That would be the only way Haas would get a double podium, is something rain-soaked. And they got the strategy right. We got Gabriel Borrello, car number 5, Mr. In the Wall, ended FP1 with 2 minutes to go. Thank you, my accolade of red flags. Again, FP1 ended with 2 minutes to go because Gabriel Borrello crashed into the wall. It's just wing damage. They've replaced that. He's ready to go for this session already. Excuse me. And they are coming out of the garages. Now we're following Ollie Behrman. I think he's the first one to come out, I think. He was the first one to go out in FP1 too. So. And it has gone green, and it's going to be Behrman and Ocon out first. And they're going to be on medium tires. That's interesting. Gasly is next. Medium tires. Filipino. both on medium tires as well. Isaac is next, also on a medium tire. Alonso is 6 out, and then Sainz. Alonso's going out on a soft tire. That's interesting. Sainz is out on a used medium tire. Here comes Lawson. His tire has not been reported yet. It's going to be a new medium tire. Right now, you guys talking about Joel's pointing out Canada 2011, where Jenson Button pitted 6 times and won. Lawson's going to be coming out. Hamilton's going to be coming out. Then Hulkenberg. Hamilton on a soft tire. That's interesting. So Alonso and Hamilton are the only ones so far on soft tires. Everyone else is on a medium tire, with the exception of Sainz on a used medium tire so far. So 12 are 20 cars. Albon, Leclerc, then Stroll. So Bierman and Ocon are already on their flying laps. Here comes Gasly, and here comes Colapino. Excuse me. So the only ones yet to come out is Max and Russell. Max and George at the moment. And Max is going to be, who was out in front of Max? Someone was doing a practice start, got out in front of Max. I believe that was Science. So the only one who has not come out onto track yet is Russell. We've got several people on their first flying lap now. Behrman, Ocon, Gasly, Colapino. Ocon just finished his lap. Behrman's going to come across the line. Albon crossing his going around for his flying lap. Here comes Gasly. Gasly's going to go top of the board. Teammate is next. Stroll is on an out lap. Isaac is on a flying lap. Isaac goes top of the board. Tsunoda is on a flying lap. Alonso on a out lap. Alonso on a flying lap. Alonso goes to P5. Again, these are early. Sainz going P3. Parallel coming across the line, starting a flying lap. Oscar starting a flying lap. Lawson finishing his lap. Lawson goes P2. Norris starting a lap. So is Hamilton. No, sorry, Hamilton finishing his lap. Hamilton goes to P5. Hulkenberg to P9. Max starting his lap, and then Albon going to P2. So with about 5 minutes into this session right now, only one who has not come out of the pits has been George Russell. We've got 11 cars who have done a flying lap right now, and the others on their first flying lap. Leclerc just finished his, going to P6. Comes Stroll. Ocon's pitting. Stroll goes to P3. Tsunoda and Antonelli. Tsunoda is going to P10. Antonelli going to P5. Burrell to P14. Oscar to the top of the board. So Oscar does a 116.526. Norris beats him with a 116.047, gap of 4 tenths. That was a two purple sectors, sector two, sector three for Norris. Verstappen still holds the first sector. He goes P2, 0.345 behind Norris. So several teams went out and did a flying lap, came in. That would be Behrman and Ocon, Gasly and Isaac. Colapino has come into the pits. He's already come back out. What's the weather for race day? It's going to look good for race day from right now. It's predicted to be particularly like it is right now, 36 degrees, not 20 degree, 31. So the temperatures that we see right now are going to be more representative on race day as it holds right now. There is like a 20% chance for rain, but like today was listed as a 40% chance. Tomorrow was like a 30% chance. So I'm expecting we probably won't see rain. But don't hold me to it. I'm not a meteorologist. Russell finally coming out, and he's actually on his flying lap now. He's the last one to have not set a time as of yet right now. So P1 through P18 is 1.7 seconds. P1 through P13, Behrman is 1.2 seconds. And that's what we saw with FP1. They were all within 1.1 seconds. Also taking the second sector right now. He is quickly flying. He's got to deal with traffic. He just had to pass two cars. He's going to come to the line. He's going to pass a third car before turn 18. And he's going to come to the line, go P2, 0.292 is the gap, on 116.333. Sorry, 118.366 is his time. Replay on Alonso at the moment. Alonso's lap is ruined. Who was in front of him? It was an Alpine. Yeah, that's Colapino. He was not warned and did not get out of the way on the curb for Alonso. That's not good. Right now, the only one in the pit right now is Isaac. Well, he was in the pits. He's now a pit out now. So all 20 cars are on track. So we have traffic going on right now. We've got about 51 minutes left to go in this session. Again, you're listening to the Race Statistics channel. We're on Twitch. We're on YouTube. Science just went to the top board 115.992. Again, this is Grash with you giving you coverage. Gasly just went to P4. Again, this is Grash giving you coverage of FP2. Behrman just went to P11, 116.818 for him. Albon's on a flying lap. He's got a fastest first sector, so he's taking that from Max. He's improved in sector 2 as well. He's doing well in sector 3, but not, and that's going to give him P2, 0.067. So 67 thousandths. Again, there was some inconsistencies in sector 3. So if he had pushed fully and improved in all sectors, he probably would have taken top of the board from his teammate. So Williams at the top of the board ahead of McLaren at the moment. We'll see at the moment right now, Norris has a fastest second sector, though he didn't improve in his first sector. It wasn't a good start of the lap. He's 0.3 off there. He's going to come across. He does take top. He does a 115.952. Oh yeah, he was flying in sector three. So he takes sector two, sector three, purple. Ooh, it's one of the Ferraris. Which one? Oh, it's Lewis Hamilton. Lewis Hamilton goes wide. His back wheel touches into the gravel. Stewards are not going to take any further investigation. That's interesting. Colvino and so again, Colvino did definitely get in the way of Alonso. It's interesting that they're not going to take any further action. Verstappen has gone P7 with 116.306. He's on a medium tire, a new medium tire. Ooh. Hopefully, Colapino DNFs in the race can't stand him. Ooh, that's Commander Claude. Ooh, you are taking a stand against him. People are asking about what happened to the stream in the last race. So so at Miami, we tried having two streams on YouTube, and one was the normal stream you see here now, and the other one was a one specifically for mobile, and that the mobile one was taken down because it was just pretty much the timing board, and they were just basically taking all of that was somehow not allowed for some reason. I don't fully understand the reasoning. Because that was taken down, that meant um, our other stream had to end as well because those are the YouTube rules. So that's what pushed us all over to Twitch at that point. Where's Franz Herman? Franz Herman is on the track. He's currently well, no, he's actually in the pits. He's but seventh right now. Hmm. Hamilton having to deal with traffic. Who's in front of Hamilton though? Oh, one of the Red Bulls got in front of Hamilton. See if that's noted by the stewards. Oscar is P4 on the board. He's got the fastest second sector. Didn't improve sector one, sector two though. That's interesting. Ocon right now is the only one pushing at the moment. Hamilton is starting a new. No, no, that was his last lap. He abandoned the lap after getting traffic. Colpino may be pushing. We'll see how that goes. He did not start the lap off particularly well. Question chat: what your thoughts on Matt's chances of winning the World Driver Championship? It's still possible. He's in contention. That's really what it is right now. Is that he is I think third overall. I know. I think it's Oscar, Norris, Max, and George are the four who are currently in contention right now. And that's where he needs to be right now. again, we've got Imola this weekend. We've got Monaco next weekend, and then we get to Spain, and Spain is where things are going to change. So the game changes with Spain, and that's where I'm curious to see, is McLaren still fast? When they get to Spain, did the wing change too much for them? Did another team figure something out, or is another team getting a boost because things have changed? Again, the rules are changing, particularly at Spain. So that's the point. We're in our first stint of our season. Spain is going to be our next stint with the rules change. Again, how will Spain change again? One of the big things about the wings is that the FIA has noticed that the wings can flex too much. What went under pressure with the air, and that has given, like, McLaren has used that to the advantage to get like a mini DRS where the wings flex in a way to open up under that pressure of the air, and so that's been ruled out of contention as not legal. But that starts with Spain. They have ruled they've have a step already forward with that. Um, but ultimately, what's going to happen is that in Spain, that's going to jump from like 40 millimeters from to like 20 to 10. So, what are your thoughts on the McLaren brakes controversy? There is no controversy. They're legal. They're legal. That the controversy is that McLaren figured out how to make their brakes better than everyone else, and they're legal. And I have to be a mod. All right. Anyways, yeah. Can you say it 5 times fast? No, absolutely not. It's Formula One AWS Gran Primo de Made in Italy di Mela Emilia-Romagna Parmigiana American Cheese 2025. No, I can't say it. I can say it once, but I can't say it 5 times and not fast. My God, you guys yell at me about Calvino's name in chat. You yell about me mispronouncing things already. You want a train wreck? Russell right now on a flying lap. He's going to go top of the board. Fastest sector two. The gap is going to be 2.59 on that lap to Norris. So we've got Russell, Norris, Sainz, Albon, Oscar, and Gasly at the top of the board. Leclerc is seventh. Verstappen is eighth. His teammate Tsunoda is ninth. Russell's right now the only one on track, though he was the last one to go out on track. So go figure. And he did his lap on a new soft tire. The difference between Max and Yuki is a tenth and an eighth. So 1.12. That's interesting. Colvino is 10th within point 0.06, 60,000, I should say. You do the math. Yeah, so we were P1 through P15 with under 1.1 is the gap. That's what we saw in FP1 from P1 to P20, although we've got P1 through P20 here is 1.6. So we're only half a second slower in terms of the gap. K3, how does the point system here work? Basically, you chat, you're here in chat, you stay around, you're going to get points. There's a few other ways. You get a few more points if you're subscribed. You get, I get a few more points because I'm actively on stream. That's and then there's super chats. Basically, the other way you can get. Yeah, basically, just stick around and chat, and you'll get points. And don't worry, and just don't worry. I mean, if you notice, I'm not, racing statistics is third on the chart, and I'm not even in the top 10. So, and I've been here every race. So we got Max and Antonelli are the only two on track right now. Hulkenberg is coming to the track. So we're getting our new. So we got 38 minutes left to go in this session. So we've got our new round of programs starting up right now. Max, Antonelli, Hulkenberg, Behrman, Lawson are going to be the ones, and then it looks like I got Yuki. Yep, that's Yuki. So we've got our first six to come out onto track for those next rounds of programs we're seeing. See, where's Yuki? Yeah. So Max and Yuki are on soft tires. I believe they were on medium tires previously. That's gonna be interesting. So I know this is Imola. I know this is Italy. The Tifosi are out in force, but also out in force the Argentinians. Colapinos little band of army is out in force as well. Several they've been noticed by F1 TV commentators of being out in force this weekend. So the moment that the word that he was going to be racing was going to replace doing 10 days ago, was it 10, 11 days ago? Yeah, 11 days ago. It looks like they all bought tickets to get to Italy as fast as possible. They are here in force. Max is cooking. He has improved in his first sector so far. So is Antonelli. Antonelli is 2/10 off of Max, though. Behrman is 2/10 as well off of Max, a little more. Max in fastest first sector, fastest second sector, though he does that by improving all of his sectors, except for one. So he doesn't have any fastest subsectors in that lap. He's looking good so far in sector 3, though 2 subsectors he's a little bit off. I doubt by much. He's going to come to the line. He's only going to get to P2. He's on 0.4, 42 thousandths off of Russell's time. Sonoda has fastest first sector now. Behrman jumping up to 5th. He's 0.316 off of that time. Hulkenberg to 11th. 0.726 is the gap. Yuki right now coming around to 16, 17. Lawson going to 9th. He's 0.562 off of the gap. Gasly looking good too. Is he on a flying lap? So Sonoda currently 11th. He's going to jump up to 3rd, just behind his teammate. So it's about a tenth, less than a tenth, 0.099 hundredths. Isaac's going to split those two. He's Five hundredths. So about 50 thousandths difference between Isaac and Verstappen. Let's see, Albon. Several people who are crossing the line around. We just Oscar Albon, Borletto. Leclerc just finished the lap. He's going to P3, 0.79. Sorry, 0.079. My apologies. Norris has the fastest second sector. Oscar has the fastest first sector, so McLaren is cooking at the moment. Norris comes on line P1. He goes 0.375 faster than Russell. Faster first and second sector for Norris. Oscar just is coming around to second sector at the moment. Gasly cooking. Hamilton kind of cooked. I think Hamilton abandoned his lap. Gasly going to P2. He's 0.251 behind Norris. So a quarter of a second behind Norris. Oscar, second sector fast. So he's putting together a. Ooh, that was a squibbly moment for Oscar. Oscar's got the fastest first and second sector. And he's coming around right now to the line. He's coming to the top of the board, 0.025. 25 thousandths faster than his teammate. Did not take third sector. There was a few moments where he was not. He didn't improve in 3 of the subsectors. Sainz has got to deal with traffic on his lap. Gets through them cleanly, but still, you got to evade them a little bit. Hamilton complaining about his brakes. These damn brakes, mate. These brakes are a problem. So with 32 minutes left to go in this session, we've got Oscar at the top of the board. His teammate Norris is second. Gasly is third. Russell fourth. Vax is fifth. Leclerc is sixth. Isaac Ajah is seventh. Yuki Tsunoda is eighth. Soto ninth, and Behrman is 10th. Which is one of the Mercedes doing an impression of a tractor going over grass. So Max is saying that he bottomed out around turns 11 and 12. He's mentioned that to his engineers. Why do you say I'm being summoned by the stewards? What the hell are you guys doing to me? Oh, did I swear? My apologies. Yeah, but I'm not sanctioned by the FIA. Oops, my apologies, everyone. Ocon is P16 at the moment, 116.513. Stroll going to P14 at 116.349. Bro, how's the FP2 so far? Uh, it's been pretty good. I mean, it's been good action. We've been seeing some good laps. No, there've been a few incidents with traffic, I would say at this point. The stewards, so Copino and Alonso Hamilton has had to deal with some traffic. Joel, I have not heard about new rules being proposed that would effectively to bar any candidate from running. Leclerc saying the brakes in warm-up mode are horrendous. It's not working. So both Ferrari drivers are complaining about brakes. Guys are saying over in Twitch chat, what are you saying in YouTube chat? Norris has the fastest second sector right now. Proved in his first sector. Came across the line. He did not improve. He abandoned the lap ultimately. Trying to see who is progressing at the moment. Yeah, Joel, I haven't heard anything about this proposal. Can you like go into Discord and at me with more information? Abeldunas is a member for 10 months using his special super chat. And good vibes for all who subscribe with a big heart. Thank you so much. And he's been a member of 10 months. How long have I been a member? I think about another year soon. I have been a member of 3 years, 8 months, and 11 days. That's interesting. Another 4 months, I will get another year on my badge. Uh, perks. Yeah, in another 4 months, I'm going to get the next level badge. Anyways, back to where things are. When following clerk at the moment, he's proved it sector 1, sector 2, but non-sector 3. Goes to he's P6. So he improved in his, I don't, yeah, he improved in his time, but not position. So we're seeing a new cycle of cars coming into the pits right now. And we're going to see another round of programs to be changing the car, new round of a program to test what's going on. Seems most except for Stroll, they were all on soft tires, used or new. As far as upgrade can win the race, I know a lot of teams brought upgrades. I'm gonna have to look up. I think F1 Chain is the one I usually go to for upgrades. Also now is P14. He's 0.962. His teammate is Isaac at P7. He's a half a second behind him. And that's, right now from P1 through P19, we're 1.2 seconds off from P1 to P19. Alonso is 2 seconds off, and I'm not sure why. He could be on a different, he's coming out of the pits now. He could just be on a different program strategy. Hello, Medeo. Welcome to the chat. Again, if you guys at me at Grashariza, you will get highlight my name. That'll help you point out. I should be paying attention to chat. See who is anyone on a flying lap right now? No one in a flying lap. Got multiple 4 people on outlaps right now. So we got Colpino, Lawson, Russell, Alonso, Gasly, Ocon, and Stroll are currently on track. Looks like Colpino is going to start a new flying lap. For those who don't know, last weekend at I think Nürburgring, Max Verstappen went over to test at the GT3 car. He did that in support with another driver that he is working with in the GT category. It's if I understand correctly, it's an iRacer that he's pulled from iRacing to actually racing in a car. The thing about Franz Hermann is that when Max went, he registered under the name Franz Hermann, and that was he went under a false name. Alonso is on a flying lap. Now, the moment he got there, the gig was up because his car had his name on it. His helmet had his name on it, so it was very obvious who was in the car and which car, who was driving said car. But here you go, Franz Hermann, the alter ego of Max Verstappen, apparently. Lawrence right now is on a medium tire. He's improved in Sector 2, Sector 3. I'm sorry, Sector 1, Sector 2. He is in Sector 3 right now. He's going to go up to P14 with that lap. Behrman and Verstappen are on outlaps right now. And then everyone else is basically, Alonso just finished his flying lap, and then we'll see. Gasly just came across. He's currently P3. Behrman currently 12th. He's on an outlap. Isaac is coming out of the pits now. Colpino's 13th, though. His last lap was a 120. His best lap has been a 116.009. Yeah, the word is that Max did a GT3 lap record on the Nürburgring last weekend. No, Russell did not improve his time. His last lap was a 120.3. His best lap has been a 115.69. Looking right now, there's not much action right now. A lot of people are not doing quality level style of runs. We got several people who are coming out of the pits right now. That includes Isaac, Sonoda, Albin, Anthony Hulkenberg, currently on outlaps. We've got under 20 minutes left to go in this session right now. You're listening to the Race Statistics channel. We're live on YouTube and on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you like and subscribe. Now's a great time to like and subscribe. Hit the bell. You'll get notifications when we go live. Those of you who are on Twitch, just if you follow, you're good to go. You'll get notifications when we're live. If you guys want to support us beyond that, you can then uh, basically join either the channel, the YouTube channel, or the Twitch channel. And there's also a Patreon that the Trade Statistics is starting up. And this will help us support us basically beyond being here on YouTube or being on Twitch and relying on them as your sources of funding. Again, one of the things that that the boss is doing is basically he's been working on the website, the racingstatisticsf1.com website, and he's got so much. He's been putting a lot of data up there. So like F1, not only the results for each of the sessions, but he's looking at like in quality, he will does analysis. He runs analysis where uh, we look at what their driver's best lap, what they did actually on track, versus if we take each of the sectors and combine that into an ideal lap, we can get a comparison between the ideal versus their best lap, and that's interesting to see. See who where people are at, and how the big of a gap between those two, the ideal and the actual best lap they made. Gasly right now P3 on the board, 120.6. His last lap he has a 115.569 lap on the board. So right now, Oscar is top of the board. Norris is second. Gasly is third. Russell is fourth. Verstappen is fifth. Leclerc is fifth, and Isaac is seventh. And that is literally half a second difference from P1 to P7. It is P1 to P15 under a second, and then P1 to P20 is now 1.1, which is what we saw in FP1. So Alonso has jumped up. Where is he? He's currently 14th. So he had like a 2-second gap a few minutes ago. He's now got he's half that. That's halved. So he's under a second now. 0.927 is the gap from Alonso to Oscar, and that's 14th. So the margins are super tight this weekend. Stuff I'm pointing to that Oscar and Norris are really faster than everyone. Yeah, about quarter of a second faster than Gasly. Williams right now is running 9th and 10th. Seb, be careful with the "make X great again" phrase, because that is very political. It's been made very political in these past few years. So McLaren Redemption art, yeah, where they were 2 years ago versus where they are now has been dramatic change. We've got 15 minutes to go in this session. Again, this is the Race Statistics channel. This is Grash with you live covering FP2. For the most part, drivers are on medium tires. We've seen a couple soft tires earlier in the session. Ocon was the last one to be on a soft tire, though. He's in the pit right now Lawson is on a pit out, and Alonso is in the pit. So we've got 18 of 20 drivers coming out on track. Either coming out or on track, and only two in the pits. So we're gonna see this program for another 5 minutes, and then they'll might do another round of pitting, and then last 7 minutes of the session a different program. If they're not gonna go the whole 15 now 14 minutes on that session that program. Again, after this session, we'll be done for today. We'll be back tomorrow with FP3 and the quali session. Red Bull, which Red Bull though? I think that was Russell complaining about one of the Red Bulls going slow, though not really impeding him. They were over on the side of the track, so uh, he probably should have been told where that car was. Mateo, he's not testing. He's going to be driving that car this weekend. He has replaced Jack Doohan in that Alpine. Um, it's a 5 race stint. He scores points, and he will probably stay in the car for more. He crashes like he did at the end of the season. Again, the Copino is interesting because like it's he did 7 races, and the first 3 races were very good, and the last 4 races were very bad. Arsh, you got that wrong. Red is soft, yellow is medium, white is hard, blue is wets, which we won't see, and green is innards, which we won't see this weekend. Dune didn't get fired. He was demoted. He's still part of Alpine. He is still part of the Alpine family as a reserve driver. That's okay, Archie. It's just, easy mistake to make. You Paul Charles podium. No, yes, no, maybe, I don't know. You repeat the question. Oops. Oh, hey, Paul, you're funny. You did repeat the question. Oh my God. One of the other storylines that's going into this weekend is that this is for Kimi Antonelli. He's Italian, so this is technically one of his. He's got 2 home races. This is the more homey, more. He's not using language well. Um, but ultimately, of the 2 races, this is more of his hometown race than Monza will be, and that's one of the storylines going on this weekend. Right now, he is P18. His best lap was a 116.4. He's 1.113 off the pace that Norris had. He's on a medium tire. He may not be on a. He may not have done a quality run as of yet. Again, his last lap was a 120, which indicates he's doing something for a race level instead of a quality level program. And again, Alonso is 14th right now, 0.927. We've seen him faster, higher up on the board. It's interesting to see that Albin and Sainz are ninth and 10th on the board, 0.623 and point 0.4. So they're within uh, 22 thousandths of each other. Snowden and Verstappen 5 and 8th at the moment. Isaac Ajaz is seventh. We've seen Isaac do really well. After Antonelli, he's been the next best consistently performing rookie in that group. I mean, of those, obviously Antonelli and Isaac are certified, basically Grand Prix drivers. They're going to be around for a while. Beerman's going to be around for a while. Behrman's issue is that he's in a Haas car at the moment, and that explains why he's like 12th. The question about brakes. So, did FIA check and approve McLaren brakes? So, yes, they did. So after the Miami Grand Prix, Austin's car was taken for scrutineering, and it was looked over in detail. And the brake ducts and the brakes were looked at specifically by the FIA. And the FIA says they're perfectly legal. McLaren has found a clever way to construct the brake ducts and the brakes. And what they suspect, where we suspect what's happening is that McLaren has found what's called using a phase changing material. And we have a yellow flag. And Isaac, Isaac has stopped on track. And watch this be another red flag. Yeah, he's stopped on track. And is he moving? He is moving again. He's moving slowly. Okay, so Isaac has gone off track. I don't think he hit the wall. Problem is that he's got a lot of traffic around him, so he needs to rejoin the track safely. And he just, it's not going to come for another few seconds. We got like 5 cars that have to pass, and then he might be able to go. Maybe. He might be told to wait even longer. You may have to wait for Barlow to pass him to see if they get back on the track. Yeah, we're gonna wait for he's gonna wait for Barlow to pass. So this is why we get the yellow flag. So there you go. So there you go. Those Borellas just passed him. He's gonna get back on track. He's gonna do it now. Oh, and he's stopped. He stalled. His back tire has beached into the looks like the gravel. And this is gonna bring out the red flag. Yeah, he's beached. He got beached. Valiant effort on him to get him into position to potentially get back onto track. But unfortunately, he ended up getting beached in the gravel, and that's now what brought out the red flag. Um, replay what happened. Ooh, he is lucky. So Isaac went over a curb, lost control of the back end of the car, uh, did full rotation and a half, so that's not 360, that's uh 540. Yeah, that's one full rotation, and then goes another 180 degrees, pointing the wrong way, and he slides into the other Tech Pro. No, they're just tire barriers, and he bounces back off of the barrier. That's He's lucky. And it doesn't look like it caused any damage to the car because he got it moving again. And he got it to the track, and would have gotten it off if he was not beached. he would have gotten back onto the track. And he's being directed, I think, he's being directed by one of the marshals. So he's out of Isaac is out of the car. He's okay. He doesn't know where he needs to go at the moment, and he's being directed by the marshals. They've got the car on the crane already, and he has to be directed by the marshals where to go. He's looking back at the car, concerned. We've got 3 minutes and 46 seconds to go in this session. Again, red flag. In practice, timer continues. Keeps looking back at his car. I don't blame him. So again, another red flag session with Crash. If you guys know someone who wants to sponsor these, get in contact with us. So track is clear. We've got about 2 minutes and 51 seconds. We'll see if they go. Let's see if that's cool. That's a weird race control message. We'll see if they continue the session. They might. If they do so, it's to allow them to go around track so that they can be on track and do practice starts. They are lined up. They are lined up. So it looks like they will continue the session. Oh wow, there are a lot of them lined up. Okay, so they've just gone green at the 2 minute mark. They've gone green again. So what this means is that there'll be enough time to get out on track and go around and then potentially do a practice start. I'm gonna just keep an eye just again. So looks like Oscar and Norris, the first two out. Gasly is next. Leclerc is after that. Hulkenberg, so Albon, Norris, Oscar. Sorry, Albon was out first. Norris and Oscar, Hulkenberg, Leclerc, Gap, Hamilton, Gasly, Russell, Sainz, Bordello, Ocon, Colapino. Albon's is booking it. Albon's booking. He might get around. See what happens. Albon, is he gonna try for a flying lap? That would be crazy, but that would be interesting. Let's keep an eye on that. 42 seconds. Albon is around turn 18, coming to the line with 34 seconds to go. Keep an eye on Albon if he goes. 25 seconds to go. Norris. Oscar, 22 seconds. Hulkenberg. Just noted that Borrell yellow flag infringement. Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see the McLaren booking it. I don't see Albon booking. He's not making any time gains. And time has passed. First car to take the flag it was Borrell. So Gasly, again, everyone behind Borrell, Gasly, Ocon, Russell, Colapino, Alonso, Stroll, Tsunoda, Behrman, and Verstappen, they're all basically going to go around. So they're just going around to the sake of going around at this point. Albon's going to come to the start finish line. He's going to line up, do a practice start. All right. So, yeah, I mean, Isaac basically got beached in the gravel, which brought out the red flag. He bounced off the wall. That's kind of crazy that he bounced off. Doesn't look like he's got damage, but they'll check the car anyways. So our FP2 session got ended early, effectively ended early, um, with with a red flag. I mean, they did restart, but it was just allowed the drivers to get around to do practice starts. All right. This will bring our coverage to the end today for FP2. We will be back tomorrow for FP3 and then for the Grand Prix quali tomorrow. Stroll noted failing to follow race director's instructions. Practice starts. Okay. So there will be. I'll be looking at the decision documents tomorrow. We'll see if any of these stick. Again, for everyone here at the Racing 60 YouTube channel, I hope you guys a good day. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Again, we'll be back here for FP3, and then and then for quali. Been interesting. Gasly is in the top 3 today in the afternoon session. Uh, Williams is 9th and 10th. Yeah, make sure you like the FP2 stream on YouTube if you're on YouTube before you go. Again, you'll be brought to the FP stream if you can like that before you go as well. That helps us as well. This has been Grash. I've been giving you live coverage of FP2, and I will see you guys tomorrow for FP3. Take care, everyone. If you're also into motorsports, Indianapolis 500 qualification is this weekend. So if you guys are really, really into motorsports, that's happening this weekend as well. All right. I'll see you guys later. Take care.